Excuse me, do you have the time? My watch seems to have stopped. I have a feeling our train is running a little late.
Of course. It is 1:45 p.m. And yes, you are right. The train to Salzburg was scheduled to depart at 1:40 p.m. It is definitely late. I have been checking the departure board, but there is no new information yet.
Thank you. I was starting to worry that I was on the wrong platform. It is good to know I am in the right place at least. I hope it is not a long delay. I have a conference I need to get to this evening.
I hope so too. I am traveling to visit my family for the weekend. It is my mother's birthday today, and I do not want to be late for the celebration dinner. Delays on a Friday afternoon are the worst.
They certainly are. This platform is getting very crowded. It seems like everyone is trying to get away for the weekend. I should have expected a delay, I suppose. It is always a risk when you travel on a Friday.
That is true. Oh, look. The information on the departure board is changing now. Let's see what it says.
I see it. Okay, it says delayed by approximately 30 minutes. Well, 30 minutes is not the end of the world. It is not great, but it could be much worse.
I agree. A 30-minute delay is something I can manage. It means I will be a little late for dinner, but I will not miss it completely. I should probably send a text message to my family to let them know.
That is a good idea. I should probably message my hotel and let them know I will be checking in a bit later than planned. It is always better to keep people informed.
Exactly. It avoids any confusion or worry. Well, it looks like we have some time to wait. At least the weather is nice today. Waiting on a cold, rainy platform is much more unpleasant.
You are right. We have to look for the positive things. A sunny platform is much better. So you are traveling to visit family. Are they in Salzburg, or are you continuing your journey from there?
My family lives in a small town just outside of Salzburg, so I will get off the train there, and my brother will pick me up. It is a very beautiful area. Do you know Salzburg at all?
I have never been before. This is my first visit to Austria, actually. I am here for an IT conference that starts this evening, but it runs all day tomorrow as well. I hope to have a little bit of free time on Sunday morning to see some of the city before I fly home.
Your first time in Austria? Welcome! Salzburg is a wonderful city to visit for your first time. It is famous for being the birthplace of Mozart and the filming location for The Sound of Music.
Yes, I have heard that. I am not a huge fan of The Sound of Music, but I do enjoy classical music, and I am very interested in history, so I am looking forward to seeing the old town.
If you like history, you will love Salzburg. The Old Town, the Altstadt, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is beautiful to just walk around and look at the architecture.
Do you have any specific recommendations? If I only have a few hours on Sunday,
What is the one thing I absolutely must see?
That is a tough question. There is so much to see. But if I have to choose just one thing, I would say you should visit the Hohensalzburg Fortress. It is the big castle on top of the hill that overlooks the city.
The fortress on the hill. I think I have seen pictures of that. It looks very impressive. Can you walk up there, or is there another way to get to the top?
You can walk, but it is a very steep climb. If you only have a little bit of time, I recommend taking the funicular railway. It is a small cable car that takes you right up to the top in just a minute. The views from up there are absolutely breathtaking. You can see the entire city, the river, and the Alps in the distance.
A funicular railway sounds much better than a steep walk. Thank you for the tip. I will definitely try to do that. That sounds like a perfect way to spend my Sunday morning. Oh, wait, there is an announcement.
Yes, I hear it. Let's listen. My German is not perfect, but I can usually understand the station announcements.
My German is very, very basic. I only understood the words Salzburg and technical problem. That does not sound good. What did they say?
You understood the important words. It is not good news, I am afraid. They said the technical problem with the train is more serious than they thought. The new estimated delay is now 1 hour.
1 hour? Oh no, that is not good at all. An hour-long delay is much more of a problem than 30 minutes. I am going to miss the welcome reception at my conference now.
And I am going to be very late for my mother's birthday dinner. I feel so bad. She was so excited for me to come home. I really dislike it when trains are this unreliable.
Me too. In my country, the trains are famous for being on time, so I always have high expectations. A 1-hour delay is a big deal. I wish they had more information about this technical problem.
I know. It is a very vague explanation. It could mean anything. At least they did not cancel the train completely. That would be a real disaster. We have to try to stay positive.
You are right. A canceled train would be much worse. But waiting here on this platform for a whole hour is going to be very boring. And I am starting to get a little bit hungry.
Me too. I was planning to get a sandwich on the train. I did not eat much lunch because I wanted to save my appetite for the big birthday dinner tonight. Now I regret that decision.
It is always a difficult balance, isn't it? Well, we cannot change the situation. We just have to wait. It was nice of you to translate the announcement for me. I appreciate that. You said you work as a graphic designer?
Oh, did I mention that? Yes, I am a graphic designer. I work for a small advertising agency here in Vienna. I mostly design logos and websites for clients. What about you? You said you work in IT.
Yes, that is right. I am a software developer. I work for a large tech company. My job involves writing code for mobile applications. It can be very detailed work.
I can imagine. It sounds very different from my job, but also similar in some ways. We both create things on a computer. My work is very visual, and your work is very logical.
That is a good way to describe it. It is interesting to meet people from different professions. It is one of the nice things about traveling. You get to have conversations with people you would not normally meet.
I agree. It makes the world feel a little smaller and more connected. It is certainly more interesting than just staring at my phone for an hour while I wait for this train.
I feel the same way. Looking at my phone just makes me more impatient because I keep checking the time. I have an idea. Since we have to wait for an hour and we are both hungry, would you like to get a coffee and a pastry from the cafe over there? My treat.
A coffee sounds like a wonderful idea, and a pastry sounds even better. Are you sure? You do not have to pay for me.
I insist. Think of it as a thank you for being my travel guide and my translator. I would be very happy to.
Well, in that case, thank you very much, Mark. I would love to. I think I saw they have some delicious-looking Apfelstrudel in the window. Let's go before it gets even more crowded.
Apfelstrudel it is. An excellent Austrian choice. I am glad we can make this long delay a little more pleasant. Is this the longest train delay you have ever experienced?
It is definitely annoying, but it is not the longest. A few years ago, I was traveling by train in the winter, and there was a huge snowstorm. The train was stopped between two stations for 4 hours. We had no electricity and no information. It was terrible.
4 hours in the snow. That sounds like a nightmare. My worst travel story was with a flight, not a train. I was flying to a friend's wedding, and my flight was cancelled at the last minute because of a technical problem.
Oh no! A canceled flight is the worst. What did you do? Were you able to get another flight and make it to the wedding?
There were no other flights that day. I had to rent a car and drive for 7 hours. I missed the wedding ceremony, but I arrived just in time for the party in the evening. It was very stressful, but I made it in the end.
What a crazy story. Driving for 7 hours? That shows you are a very good friend. I guess our 1-hour delay today is not so bad when you compare it to stories like that. It helps to have some perspective.
It really does. It could always be worse. And this Apfelstrudel is delicious. It was a good idea to come to the cafe. Thank you for the company, Sarah. This wait is going much faster now.
I agree. Thank you for the coffee and strudel. It was very kind of you. Oh, listen, there is another announcement. I think I heard the word einsteigen, which means to board.
I hope you are right. Let's go back to the platform. Look, the sign says the train will arrive on platform 9 in 5 minutes. Finally, our wait is almost over.
What a relief. I am so glad. It was a pleasure meeting you, Mark. You made this long, frustrating delay much more enjoyable. I hope you have a fantastic conference in Salzburg.
It was a pleasure meeting you too, Shara. And happy birthday to your mother. I hope you have a wonderful celebration with your family. Thank you again for all the travel tips.